Hey guys, welcome to another video. Battlefield, what's poppin'? And also, I got asked this question yesterday on stream a lot, so I decided to make a video to answer to everyone how I got this stuff. And today we're gonna talk about that. So, on the start, I want you to remember that leveling one char from 1 to 20 and gearing up to 290 is faster than gearing your 270 main to 290. Why and how I'm going to answer you in this video, basically. I've decided to split the video in 3 parts: the leveling, the milestones, and the final gearing. So let's begin. Before we begin leveling, you will need main on 270 light level. Some glimmer saved up. You don't have to actually have glimmer. You're gonna get a lot from like disenchanting gear, I mean dismantling gear. But it would help if you have, you know, so you don't have to spend some time later if you're missing some. You need experience token from the chick that gives you the cosmetics, and it sells some bright tokens, and I don't know what else sells. I think it's Everest or something called. You need the experience token from there. I think you get one free token when you get to level 20, so you probably have one from your main if you haven't used it already. You need that. And last thing I want you to know before we continue is that your inventory and your vault and everything, it's shared between your alts. This is something that I didn't knew. I found out a couple days ago, actually the other day some viewer told me on the stream. And your vault and the inventory is shared. So the gear that you have in the vault, the tokens, the shaders, everything that you have in your inventory and the mods as well, they're shared between your chars. So that is something that is really important. After knowing that, what is really important as well to know that during your leveling you never ever turn your tokens for EDZ reputation or for Nessus reputation or for EO reputation or something like that. You don't return tokens. You don't return gear parts, you know, whatever those are called, you know, that you disenchant when you disenchant gear, basically. You don't return anything to anyone for reputation, for anything. You just go and level and mind your own business. That is really important because it will slow you down if you do so. Now let's jump into the leveling part. I was doing this with 2 friends, which were Dead Saint and Rai. And why I was doing this with 2 friends is because it's easier to do with 2 friends, with 2 people, basically. They don't have to be your friends, you know, just saying. It's easier, it's more fun, and also when you die there is someone to revive you. And why I say 2? Because I think maximum it's 3 people, Fireteam, total 3 with you, so you can have only 3 people as a Fireteam to be leveling together or something. Because when we tried to invite some other guy, there was an error popping up, so I think it's only 3 allowed. Also remember, you cannot make a friend group or something, you cannot make Fireteam until you go to the farm and get the light, so you need to complete that part quest, you know, like you need to go pick up your light, you need to discover the farm and everything, and after that you can make the group and continue with the leveling. When you do that, you invite your friends, use the token for everyone, and speedrun the campaign quest. That is really important. At some point you will be lower level to proceed to this to the zone. Like from Titan to Nessus, I think you will need around level 7, and you might be level 6 or something. So what you need to do at this point, you do heroic public events on Titan, and it gives you 30% of your level, each quest, each event, basically. So do couple until you get to level 7, I think it's required. If it's required level 8, then you do that until level 8. There are special requirements for every event to be transformed into heroic event, but you can find those stuffs on Google. If you want me to make videos about that, feel free to just ask me down in the comments and I will start doing those stuffs as well. Knowing all this, just remember, killing extra stuff or doing some extra adventures or something like that, you don't have to do, you know. Skipping those stuffs actually help you level up faster, so don't do those stuffs. The experience that you're getting from heroic public events is uncomparable from those stuffs. What is your main focus on when you're leveling is to finish your campaign, you know, as fast as you can, so you can start with the main part as fast as you can. Also, this includes skipping the cinematics from the quest lines, unless you wanna watch them again or you forgot about the story or something, which will boost your leveling speed dramatically if you just skip them. Only the leader of the group can skip the cinematics, by the way, while in a group, and also only the leader can start the quests as well. I think Last Planet campaign requires around level 13 to start, and you should be around 17 to 18 when you finish the whole campaign, if you use the experience token. One guy in your group should use it, and applies for the whole group for the next 4 hours. So if it takes for you more than 4 hours, you can rotate. One guy use it, then another guy use it, then you use it, or something like that. When you finish the campaign, get to level 20 by doing events, and at this point you can log off from your alt. When you're level 20 you don't have to stay on your alt anymore because your job there ends. Now the gearing part. Before leveling up, I have saved up some 260 or 270 gear in the vault for every slot possible that I was getting extra by doing public events and stuff like PvP, whatever roads your boat on your main, so I can get some engrams and stuff, right? I said log off from your alt, by the way, because if you haven't stored that gear already, you need to go back to your main and do some stuff until you get good gear for every slot possible in your vault, so you can use it on your alt. So for me, since I already saved up the gear, as soon as I got to level 20, I went to the travel and got out the vault, I got out the gear from the vault. I got instantly light level 270 or 268 or something. Then I checked what my milestones are and I started doing them. Some of the milestones were: go talk to Shux to start your Crucible stuff, go talk to Zavala to get the intro strikes, go talk to Clyde about the patrols, you know, those kind of stuff you need to do on the start. And some of those, just by talking to these people, will give you free engrams, but if they don't, fear not. If they give you, still fear not, just use them, doesn't matter, because the fun begins later anyway. Now, after you've completed the primary milestones, later you'll get better milestones. Yes, I know, it has been hotfixed, and you know, you cannot get the powerful gear anymore from the milestones, you can do them only once a week for the powerful gear. I know, but you still get some engrams, you still get some legendary engrams, you still get some gear or rewards from those quests. So just bear with me. Now head over to completing those milestones, like finish 2 Crucible quick play, do 3 strikes, do 3 patrols, etc. And when you finish them, you don't go over to turn them, but you rather continue finishing other stuff that you have. Meanwhile, every piece of gear that is upgrade for you, you will have to go and upgrade it. Infuse or you know, use the new piece and throw the old piece into the vault, if it doesn't have, of course, legendary mod or something on it. So you're constantly upgrading your gear until you get to 275. You'll start getting even your blue gear to be 270 or 273 or something like that, and even higher legendaries. This is the point between 270 and 275 where you should start going off around the planets and turn the reputation tokens that you have obtained during leveling or during farming or your main, and also to the gunsmith, you know, the gear parts that you got from dismantling gear. All of that stuff you turn now, you know, when you get to around that item level or light level. At the point when you're around 275 to 280, you turn the milestones in and you get better engrams. And if it's powerful gear milestone, you might get exotic of 285 or 290 as I did. This is the point when your gear, if used correctly, should exceed 280, and you should look for doing more stuff like events and nightfall, or do the first part of Leviathan raid, because I got a couple engrams over there, I think like 3 or 4. So you get some more engrams to suitable slots, like for example, I had my bond on my warlock was 265 or 270, while all of my gear was 280, so I couldn't really get suitable gear for that piece. And if you're missing some piece like that, if some piece is dragging you down, you gotta do some random stuff until you get that piece you know, upgraded already. When you get around 280, what you should do is go to the gunsmith and see which legendary mods that you can buy from there. How you can buy legendary mods is by having 3 of the same normal mods, which are rare mods. If you have 3, you can buy 1 legendary and turn those 3 and get 1 legendary. So basically, every slot that doesn't have legendary mod at this point, you should try to go for upgrading them, because it gives you 5 light levels on every piece just by adding those mods. So at 280, that is really important part that you should do. If you don't have enough duplicates, what you should do is go and farm Glimmer if you don't have already a lot Glimmer, and for 2500 you can roll random mods and hope that you will get the mods that you need as duplicates, so you can buy the mods that you need for specific piece. For example, I didn't have mod on my legendary mod on my boots only, and I needed to roll around 15 random mods until I get the boots mod 3 times, so I get a random mod for there. You don't have to worry about the secondary. If you're going for a light level, of course, you should not really worry about your secondary stat on the mod, whether it's like every time you use slower ability, you know, the melee will charge faster, or, you know, it's something like that. If it's like resilience, recovery, arc paragon, or arc damage, or something like that, you know, it doesn't matter, just put it there, because 5 light levels helps you more later, because you get higher gear the more light level you get. So That's really important to understand. Get your mods, and that's the next part. At this point, when you do all the mods, you should be around 285 light level, and all of your engrams will start giving 275 to 279 gear. Basically, if you had like one piece missing, as I said before, if you had one piece that is dragging you behind, you should already be having enough gear now to put or replace that mod. I mean, replace that gear already. So all of this took me around 12 hours, or I've created the Warlock at around 4 AM, and I've kept doing this stuff until 4 PM, until I get to this point where I had around 285 gear. And after that I was kind of bored, and I continued doing heroic public events on the stream. I was doing this all on the stream, by the way, and I kept on doing public events, heroic public events. I did Nightfall, I did some PvP, I did some random stuff, until I get to my point where I think right now 288 light level, using the most optimal gear. I think I can get more if I use like the highest light level gear in, but 288 I have with my optimal gear, with the gear that I use the most. So all that randomness that I've done later took me around 2-3 hours more. So to be more precise, all of this, I think it took me around 20 hours. You know, even the random stuff later, jumping around the Traveler and all that stuff. And voila, now I'm 288 in less than 24 hours, or to be more precise, 12 to 15 hours total of gameplay. Many people on my friend list and on the stream asked me, how have I done it? And I just wanted to make a video and explain to you my experience and share some knowledge that I have obtained during this adventure of mine. This came out of researching a lot, playing the game, and thinking a lot as well, and that takes some time. So hopefully by doing this I helped you at least to cut that lost time, so you don't do the same stuff that I did. If I did help you, it would help me a lot if you just throw a like on the video, you know, press the like button below and comment below what you think about this. And if you need any help, as always, I enjoy answering your comments and enjoy helping you as much as I can for those who I can. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay cool. Much love, no homo. Forever your bro Chacherino Umren, and see ya in the next video. Barofist and Umren off.